and welcome back to the final whistle. So today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the Bundesliga and my reaction from this weekend. So we're going to be starting with probably one of my most favourite games in football, the Riva Derby. Borussia Dortmund taking on Shakhtar. Now, this is the first time they've played each other since 2020-21 season, as Shakhtar have been relegated since. But these are two tremendous football clubs, very, very well supported in Germany and probably outside of Germany as well. But just taking a look at the lineups, Borussia Dortmund stuck to their 4-2-3-1 formation, and Schalke did the exact same. Now, players I want to highlight is Marius Wolf, Schlotterbeck and Jude Bellingham. I thought they were terrific on the day, especially Wolf, because he's filling in at left back, so it just goes to show his versatility. And I thought he was terrific in keeping Schalke quiet. So full credit to him. As for Borussia Dortmund, they absolutely dominated the game. From possession, shots, to corners, to big chances created. If you look at Schalke, they very rarely created anything. They got 3 shots off and 2 were off target. Although that was to be expected, it's a poor display from their guys. If you look at that, they just didn't seem to have that hunger, that fight in the game. And in a derby, that's what you need to win it. Yes, you can be the worst side. You might not be the better side between the two, but if you've got more hunger and desire than your opposition in a derby, it goes a long way. And I did expect more goals, I'm not going to lie, because usually I think this derby is the most goal-scoring derby in football. It averages 3.1 to 3.2 goals per game. Outstanding. And that's why I love it. So, yeah, terrific win for Borussia Dortmund. And the manager got it absolutely spot on today. Another game I want to talk about is Augsburg 1, Bayern Munich 0. Very, very unexpected. And what do I always say about the Bundesliga? Always expect the unexpected. So that's now Bayern Munich without a win in 4 league games. But there, let us say that again. That's Bayern Munich without a win in 4 league games. Drawn 3 and getting beat yesterday. Simply not good enough. Nagelsmann will demand more. I'm sure of it. Now, what I want to look at is what's interesting is how solid Augsburg were. I think their defender, all 4, their 5, including the keeper, I think deserve a lot of credit. They kept their structure, they kept their shape very well, and it was hard for Bayern Munich to break them down, because Bayern Munich do like to interchange. And I think where Bayern Munich got it wrong today was a tactical standpoint. Playing Leroy Sané in the middle, Musiala out on the left, just didn't really work. I think Sané has to play on the left, or the right should I say, because he's a player that likes to get in behind a fullback, and when he's in the middle, Augsburg suffocated that area. They were playing very, very deep and protecting the back 4, and they just suffocated, and Sané didn't have a lot of space to run into, and that's one of his big parts of his game. So very poor showing from Bayern Munich. Now, yes, if you look at the players who got out, Kingsley Coleman's been outstanding. I think Tell deserves more of an opportunity yesterday. I think from his previous 2 performances, he's been outstanding, and there's no reason why he wasn't given an opportunity, because it clearly wasn't working what they were doing. Even from I'll bring it up, from a statistic point of view, yes, I had more shots, but they also conceded a lot, and that's very unlike Bayern. Very unlike Bayern. If you look at big chances created, Augsburg created just as much. And don't forget, Augsburg were coming into this game after 3 straight defeats. So it just simply wasn't good enough for Bayern at all. So a lot of work for Nagelsmann to do in the international break. Now, I know a lot of these big stars will be on international duty. I get that. But a lot of work for him to consider. Well, thirdly, I want to touch up on Borussia Mönchengladbach against RB Leipzig. Don't forget, RB Leipzig were coming into this game on great form. They'd just beaten Borussia Dortmund 3-0, so their players would have been absolutely buoyed. No doubt. They would have been coming into this game thinking, we're on a good roll, we played terrific last week, let's keep that going. But it was quite the opposite. They were very, very lackluster. Very sloppy in possession, which is unlike Leverkusen. They weren't getting in behind. They weren't as fluid or dynamic or direct as they usually are, which is very, very unlike them. But I think that's credit to Mönchengladbach and how they set up. So Mönchengladbach allowed, let's have a look. What's key in this is Mönchengladbach allowed, I've forgotten the name, Leverkusen to have more of the ball. Leverkusen tend to operate by counter-attacking football, getting in behind, using Nkunku to get in behind. And that's how they like to play their football. Very rarely do you see them have most possession. So I thought it was a good showing from Mönchengladbach to sit back a bit, allow Leipzig to try and break them down, and then counter-attack Leipzig. Leipzig didn't know where to go. So, one player I've been absolutely raving about for a good 2 years now is Kaido Kone. I think it's going to be the near future when he makes a move to a bigger club, because he's absolutely outstanding. His heat map work, he does most of his work in there protecting the back four. He likes to play it simple, keep it simple. If you look at his ground duels, he's very, very solid in his ground duels, winning 8 out of 14. His dribble success rate 4 out of 6. He's very, very good at keeping that structure and being like a little orchestrator in that midfield. So he gets a ball, keeps it simple, but gets Mönchengladbach ticking. He's their star man. He's only 21 years of age, and he's definitely a one to watch for the future. Another player I want to highlight, because he's just come into the senior side this season, is Joseph Scally, an American international. He's 19, and he's taken the senior team like a duck on water. He's been absolutely terrific since coming in. He's been solid. Look at his heat map. He does most of his work in the defensive third, but he does on occasions like to get forward. But having that solid base was pivotal to keep Leipzig and Nkunku quiet. 54 touches. If you look at his I'm trying to look at his tackles. 2. He only got dribbled past once, which is terrific. 3 clearances. I thought he was just magnificent on the day. He deserves a lot of credit for a young lad. So full credit here, Scally. Keep it going, because I like to see players thriving. As for Leipzig, it was a poor showing, but another player that did stand out, and I've been wanting Napoli to sign this player before he even moved to Leipzig. So about 3 years ago, I wanted Napoli to sign Dominic Sosbali. I think he's absolutely terrific footballer. He's got it all. He works hard, but he does his defensive work as well. If you look in this game, 3 interceptions, clearances 1, touches 79. He's absolutely terrific. Accurate passes 87%. He's terrific on and off the ball. Creates space, and yeah, he's a little stud. Definitely a one to watch for the future. I've just got 2 more games I want to quickly touch on. Where are they? Where are they, the little beauts? Oh. Where are they? There they are. Union Berlin, flying high, top of the Bundesliga. They've only lost 1 game this season, and absolutely outstanding. Just where they've come from to where they are now. If you had asked any of their fans about 5 years ago, you're going to be top of the Bundesliga in 2022, they would have said, I've got more chance of winning the lottery. Where they've come from is absolutely outstanding. Urs Fischer deserves a lot of credit, from his recruitment to his playing style to how he's got his team working hard for him, how he's embodied the passionate fan base within the club is absolutely exceptional, and he deserves a lot of credit for that. Right. So that's another team I just want to highlight is part of the Bundesliga ban, because if you don't watch a Bundesliga, you need to, because it's so exciting. It's got some terrific managers. That the way I see the Bundesliga games is very, very rarely will managers sit back and just play like a park the bus formation. They're very dynamic and very, very fluid in their thinking. So it's a terrific league. I recommend everybody watch it. But if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Thanks for staying out 13 minutes, because I know it can get a bit after a while of. But thanks for staying out for the full 13 minutes. And please hit the subscribe button in the below. Thanks for watching, guys.